What's up, family? Welcome back to the Stop Sinking Show, where we go from struggle to flow. Part of the biggest stress I voluntarily take on my soul on a daily basis is this fear of not amounting to what I aspire to, and even surpass my own aspirations. It's why I probably talk about potential so much on this podcast, because I'm obsessed with meeting mine and exceeding mine. The thing I hear almost everywhere, the most, is the regrets that people closer to the end of their life have. It's that old saying, you regret all the things you didn't do, more than all the mistakes and all the failures that you did make and experience. It's the shots that you failed to take that haunt you the most. I remember even Gary Vee used to talk about going to see seniors as a wake-up call to jumpstart you past your fears and your hesitations. And again, we all define success in a different way, so I am not here to impose one measure of success to you. I have no idea how close another person is to their divinity, regardless of how it appears to me in my value system. So you may be successful already in your unique way. But in their own unique way, people get to their end of their life and have remorse for not letting their uniqueness shine as much as or as early as they should have. The biggest issue is that the runway ahead of them, the time on the playground for them to run free in a different direction, is running out. And this idea scares me the most. Nothing hurts me more than to think about me finally deciding to live in my 60s or 70s and only having a few years to really enjoy my true authentic self. And that's not to say that you can't do that at 60, but it's to wake up the ones in their 20s and 30s and 40s to no longer wait. But you can still do that in your 60s and 70s, and you should. We all take account when we get closer to our deathbed of all the things that we could have been. It seems like such an appropriate time to take inventory. But I would argue that it's actually the least appropriate time, because you can't do anything about it. And why live the last few years or moments in regret of what could have been? How about you do everything you can to not put yourself in that position in the first place? And let's figure out what's a more appropriate time to take inventory while we still have the time to do something about it. And you have to pick any actionably measurable amount of time where you can still make decisions and make a change. Many people try to lose weight and try for a while, but literally if you weigh yourself daily, average the weekly weighing, and you haven't lost 1 or 2 pounds in a week or two, you already have enough information to change certain variables. You already have enough information to make decisions. So it would be inappropriate to take inventory 3 months later, because you would have missed out on 12 weeks of adjustments that you could have made by collecting data. Your weekly weighing average, your daily weighing that leads to it. And some other decisions you maybe can't take inventory on daily. Maybe you have to commit and see them through for 90 days or 6 months before you really have enough data or information to make a decision. The interval changes of inventory that you should be taking. The interval changes based on the kind of thing it is. If you ran a marketing campaign, you would have to have let enough people go through the funnel before you have any substantial data on understanding behavior. You cannot rush certain things. But this also means not everything should be grouped together in assessment and auditing either. Everything has its own cycle of review. And if you try to make decisions about something you need to wait 3 months for, you will make haphazard changes and throw off the entire experiment. And if you do the opposite again and wait 3 months to make decisions on something that needs daily monitoring, then you will waste time and all the emotional investment that goes into that. Again, it goes without saying, the deathbed is probably the worst place to take inventory, because no decisions are left to be made. No amount of force applied in the opposite direction can reverse anything with the amount of time you have left. Here's a way to look at it that I propose. Today, you are already in the deathbed of yesterday. Today, though, while you take account of all that you have yet to do and become, today, you still have a runway into a new beginning. Tomorrow, you may or may not. But tomorrow again will be another morning of what is left undone today. Tomorrow, it will be one day closer to the requirement of force being greater to make a difference against the shrinking time frame. Today, you have one extra day than you will tomorrow. Take the opportunity today while you mourn all of yesterday's. Take the information they provide you with all the decisions you can make today and apply it into all the force you can apply today. Any force meant to be expended today is, if not lost, is at least muted when put up against the demands of tomorrow, while tomorrow has its own mourning to do, its own inventory to take, its own decisions to make. Don't rob tomorrow of the energy you need to expend today. It has its own job. Tomorrow has its own purpose. And all the ways you fail today, you weigh down that job of tomorrow. And you can lose years of your life this way. Years of your healthy, actionable life. So although maybe not politically correct to call a fat lady fat anymore, maybe you can call her the body positive, bigger than life lady, whatever you like. But just know, she'll be there when it's all over with her opera falsetto to commemorate the ending. But the most powerful part of that saying, "It ain't over till the fat lady sings," is that right now, it ain't over. All the outcomes are still up in the air because you are still in progress. You are still in the process. You are still here, alive and well, with all the breath and energy in you today to make a difference, to influence that outcome. You have within you to determine how you want to look back at your life. How will you measure your life? And if you answer that question while you still can, there is a greater chance that you will measure up. And close your eyes one final time in peace instead of being pensive. The future that you so worry about, that I so worry about, the future is today, what you do today. Don't wait. Love you, family. Stay true always. See you on the next show.